Hello and welcome every Guardian around the world. Seems like an update has come through, so let's take a look together exactly what's going on. So the first thing first I want to point out to you, let's start off with the new pet that I've seen they've added in. Gidoran, sorry that is the wrong one, Blade his name is, there we go. Blade, it's looking pretty decent. I've been taking a look at the affinity, and just like the other red pets, you're getting ED and DR, which is pretty decent. There's a new wing, which I don't really like. It's a R11. Yeah, this is how it's looking. Let me know in the comment section what you think of this. I don't really like the material section of it. It's almost like they forgot to cut the wing out of the material. That's what it looks like to me anyway. Felsef. So that's what I've seen, a new wing, a new pet. Now let's move on to the main thing, the XP section. Now, you don't have to use this button where you can see my mouse. You can actually wait for your dailies to trigger this. However, I've already done my dailies last night. So let's click on this. We're going to use my account to experiment for all of you. Ultimate level 29. I'm going to click this again. Okay, some more XP. I don't have no more diamonds currently in my account. I'll deal with that later on with Amazon, but here we go over here to this section. And you can see there's a whole new talent section they've added in. So your XP and your time that you've devoted to this game is finally being rewarded in very good talents as well, okay? All these talent trees, very good. Okay, so this is adventure. Let's start off here. Give it a quick read. It says, increase XP from XP dungeon of main story by 4%. So we'll start off with a little click here. You can increase your damage by 5% in the tower. It won't let you go on to the next one until the milestone for the previous one has been reached. So it says, make sure it gets to level 3 first. So this one must be a level 3 before you can move on to the next branch. You can see the connections are there. This indicates that you're ready to go to the next part, okay? So at the top, if we're taking a look, you're seeing that the first one is in relation to adventure, okay? Everything you're unlocking here is to do with your dailies and adventure. This one over here in particular is for gold, which is very interesting. Versus Bershka, versus Blade Dancer, and versus Sorceress. There ain't one for Puppet Master, okay? So that might mean that Puppet Master wins once again, but we're gonna move on anyway. So I'm guessing this one, after we activate, is it a level 3? Yeah. Okay, so let's start with this. We're increasing all attributes, first of all by 1%, now by 2%, and the next one is 3%. As you can see, the red lines that are drawn means I could go on to the next section, which is very good. So I'm going to take a look. When you're attacking Bershk class, increase the damage by 5%. That sounds very attractive. The next one is a 10%, which I'm going to go ahead with. And I'll even do one more for 15%, which is cool. That moves on to the next branch. Now, on this side, okay, left side is for attack, right side seems to be for defense purposes. So right now I'm pushing DR by 5%, next click is 10%, next click is 15%. Fantastic. Over here you can increase your block. On the left side you can increase your hit, down here your resilience, and down here your pierce. So it seems like the left section of your tree is for your attack purposes, the right section is for your defensive purposes. I would try to keep a balanced build going on. Now let's move on to this section for versus Blade Dancer. So let's take up the attributes. Let me know what you think of this new update. There's a lot to cover. I want to basically make this guide with explanation, with mouse pointer, just to help the players that are still a little bit stuck maybe even having read a lot of the chat in the secret societies, or watching a couple of videos and they're still stuck on it, this is for you. So again, the left side seems to be for attacking, so let's push that to a level 3. And my defensive, again, to a level 3. So as you can see, it's the same as the Bursk, but just the placement is a little bit more confusing, but it literally does the same thing. This would be the prime example of what's going on. Let's move on to Sorceress right now. I'm going to apply the same effect. Take her to 3% and then replicate damage. And I want to do the same for DR. I've still got like 263 remaining points to work on this, guys. So yeah, I am going to be pushing all the way across this. Okay. So that's this section. Let's move on. That was the talents, okay? You can go to ultimate level talents and take a look. And you could have a great understanding of what's going on, okay? So I've still got a hell lot of points, 259 to push on my trees, okay? Which I'm going to come back to and do. Now, let's move on to the next section of business, okay? Let's go to Diamond Store real quick so I can show you a thing or two. You're going to see, if you go to other, right at the bottom, there's roses, okay? If you have an alt account, now is the time to shine. Let's take a look. What is going on with this new icon next to the gods? Click on that. That takes you to the talents. Now, if you go to your friends list, that would be here. You see the charm. The Hall of Charm is here. Now, before we get started on that, what I would like to show you is the title section. You will see they've actually added a new title for this whole section. Let's go to it and read it together. And I'll give you an explanation of what's going on, is it even worth it, and so on and so forth. I don't know if I've gone past it, but give me a second. There's so many titles, guys. There is so many titles. Here we go, Grand Charmer, we've located it. Okay, it's 3% attribute, but this is a title which only lasts for 1 week, okay? Now, a lot of people are going crazy on this new section. It's called the Hall of Charm. And what it does is, it's like a sending event. Whoever receives the most amount of roses or charms or whatever, they get ranked. And you get to take the title away, the Grand Charmer, the Royal Charmer. There's many charming titles, it seems, okay? That's what that's all about. I don't know about this type of update. It doesn't really excite me, this section, especially since the title only lasts a week. What this is going to do is force a lot of players to use their diamonds in their alts. Now, the interesting thing you might have realized is at the bottom of my screen, the XP bar has now turned into purple. Also on my name, the level 29 currently is purple. This is really good. I really enjoy that. So yeah, as you can see at the bottom, Ultima level 29, and it shows you your XP. So they have a great update in that. We was all getting very frustrated with being stuck on that level, so finally we've surpassed it. This has just been a quick video. I hope that you have found the update an interesting one. Let's push on this. Let's work on our trees. Let's push our talents as far as possible. I've got a lot to do, so I'm gonna get started, and yeah, I wish you lot all the same success. If you do go to the chats, if you're stuck on anything, just leave us a comment. If you need access to any of the Discords, line chat or Facebook chat, let us know. And for sure, there's always help at hand. good luck to all. I'm just going to get cracking away on this right now and try to push everything as far as possible with my remaining points. GG, and see y'all soon.